Hello. Hello. The day I'm posting this. Well, actually, no. Let me at least introduce. Welcome back to Fate's Day Night. I am recording this at 11:51 at night. Oh, it's midnight. I'm recording this at midnight. No. Um, the day this is going up, which is today when I finish recording this. Happy Ostada. That's really all I have to say. Anyway, let's get into the game because I want this to be short and I want to go to bed because I just got off work. So I can do this. So I have two options here. I can do this one and get +1 Saber points, or I can do this one and get +1 Illya points. I really think I'm going to be doing this one. I'll just take the long way home. It's just about a 5-minute detour. I'm being whimsical here, and I don't need to make excuses about that. I park my bicycle. I step into the park. My grocery's still on my bike. Why am I doing this in the first place? It's just so impulsive. I just find that the passing through, it would be nice to see her. And then I see a silver-haired girl standing off on her own. She doesn't even seem to have noticed me. If I wanted to, I could just leave, but if I were going to do that, I would have come here in the first place. Illya. It's just me, Shirou.
Shirou?
Is that really such a surprise? This park's close to the shop. This park's close to the shopping district, so me passing by here isn't all that strange. I'm honestly more curious why you're here again. Do you have that much free time?
実はそうなの。あんまりやることがないから遊びに来たんだけど、セラはシロウには会っちゃダメだって。どうせもうすぐ殺しちゃうんだから、シロウと遊んでも楽しくないって言うのよ。
What a morbid thing to... that makes it pretty hard to come up with a response.
けど私、それは違うと思うわ。だって、シロウといると楽しいもの。だからね、ここにいたらシロウに会えるかなって思って、ずっと待ってたの。シロウが来てくれてよかった。
Wait a minute. Don't tell me you were waiting for me this whole time.
そうだよ。ずっと前からね、シロウが来たらいいなって思ってたんだから。
I thought you didn't like the cold. Well, if you want to see me, you should have come to my place. Okay, maybe not. If you met Saber, that'd definitely lead to a fight. But still, there are plenty of other places you could have found me. You had no trouble finding me at the shopping district yesterday.
それはダメなんだ。私から会っちゃダメなんだもん。昨日のは1回だけの反則なの。だから今日はシロウが来てくれそうな場所で待つことにして、こうして見事成功したのでありました。
Illya skips around excitedly. Her bouncing silver hair makes her look like a winter fairy. I got that, but why do you want to see me in the first place? If it's talking to you like yesterday's enough, I'm happy to do it again.
別に今日は何でもないよ。シロウに会えればいいなって思っただけだし、私たちは敵同士だもの。聖杯戦争が終わりそうになったら殺しに来てあげるから、その時一緒にお話ししよう。
She says it so innocently. This disconnect between her words and manner is hard to swallow. It's not that she's going to kill me so much as how unfitting it seems for her to be a master. Illya, do you want to do that? Did you really choose to get involved in this holy war yourself?
そうだよ。おじいさまの言いつけだもの。私はアインツベルンの中で一番マスターに向いてるおっきな聖杯の持ち主なんだから。
What in the goddamn hell are you talking about? That means you're doing it because your grandfather ordered you. You didn't choose to be a master.
そうだったかな。よく思い出せないけど、私は生まれた時からマスターだったよ。だから戦うのは当たり前なんだって。
I'm gonna fucking kick your grandfather's ass. That's what I'm gonna do. That's wrong. If you're just fighting because someone told you to, you should stop. First of all, killing doesn't suit you.
命乞いをしてるってわけじゃなさそうね。お兄ちゃんたら本気で私のこと心配してるんだ。
Is it not the human condition to be worried? Of course I am. I don't know what anyone else thinks, but I'd hate the idea of someone like you fighting. If it were up to me, I'd rather see you quit being a master and go live a quiet life.
そうね。 シローが私のサーバントになってくれるならやめてもいいよ。そうすればシローを殺さなくてよくなるもの。
See, the thing is with her saying that, it's so funny. I can't tell you yet, but it's so very funny. Shirou as a servant would be completely unfitting for Illya. What the hell? I mean, you really know what it means to be your servant. Oh, he thinks it. Besides, there's no way I could be a substitute for Berserker. No! You could be something else. I'm saying that you should... It seems like a poor idea, but whatever. I'm saying that you should stop fighting. I'm telling you to give up your servant, so why would you need me to be your familiar?
使い魔じゃないよ。サーバントだってば。いつも一緒にいてくれるのがサーバントなんでしょ。だからシローはそばにいてくれるだけでいいんだよ。
Hold on a minute. Don't tell me this. Illya, let me ask you something. What is a servant, Illya?
私のものなんでしょ。いつもそばにいてくれてイリアを守ってくれる人だっておじいさまは言ってたよ。
I knew it. Illya considers servants to be just that. Command spells, masters, none of that matters. There are servants, something that protects her. Got it, but no, I can't agree to this. Think of something else. Just because you're a berserker and that's the way berserker operates does not mean that's how every servant operates.
シロ、私じゃ不服だっていうの？
Well, it's not about being good enough. It's just I'm worried about Illya, but I know I can't be by her side 24/7 either. Illya, I am Saber, and as a master I need to stop other masters. I'm sorry, but I can't be your servant.
シロだから譲歩してあげたのに、そんなこと言うならもう知らないんだから。
Hey, wait, hold on, Illya, we haven't finished.
シロのバカ！女の子に恥をかかせるなんてひどいんだから！
This was the +1 route, right? If this is the fucking +1 route anyway. Start you. We're off to a great start. Oh, no. Okay, no, this is... there she goes. Illya just runs out of the park, not listening to me anymore. I try to follow her, but I can't find her. Crap, this is like yesterday. I saw her go back to my bike. But I don't think she'll just suddenly attack again like when we first met that night. Excuse me. So I should probably have one more chance to convince her. That is the +1. We finish eating lunch and continue our training in the afternoon. I keep crossing plates with Saber, never getting tired of it. We keep training and only plan to stop when Tasaka and Fujimi come home. But our training is interrupted by the sounds of the doorbell.
Shirou, 来客のようですが。
Yeah, I heard. I'm gonna go get the door, so you stay here, Saber.
招かれざる客ということもありえます。万が一に備えて同行しましょう。
Saber has a point. But while she's right, even if the visitor is this neighbor, I might get suspicious. Saber. Neighbors do think I'm the only one living here. Then again, well, I guess I'll deal with that if it happens. Sakura and Fujimi already come and go freely, so there's no point in me worrying about the neighbors. Alright, come with me then, Saber. But if the visitor is just an ordinary person, keep
わかっ
quiet.
ています。私はシロウの遠い親戚ということですね。
Yep, that's her story. Oh, whoopsie. Oh well. Okay, coming. I rushed to the entrance and the sounds have been sensitive ringing. Oh.
お邪魔する。具合が悪いというから様子を見に来たぞ、エミヤ。
Oh. It's not an enemy, a neighbor. It's a friend from school. Oh, it's just you, Issei.
なんだとは失礼だな。見舞いに来た知人に対して取る態度か、それが。
Even as Issei complains, he hands me a paper bag. What's this? Apples?
見舞い品だ。普段風邪一つひかぬエミヤが病欠しているのだから、それぐらいは持参する。
I'm grateful for his concern, but unfortunately I didn't take it to after this second. Besides, a bag full of apples doesn't seem appropriate for a young guy like him to bring as I get well soon.
どうしたエミヤ？果物は苦手だったか？
Oh, okay. No, I do. It's a little complicated, but I really appreciate the sentiments. How I bowed to him to show my appreciation.
エミヤ、つかぬことを聞くのだが、お前の後ろにいる女性は何者だ？
It's a fucking fantastic mental image. It's just Saber looming behind Shirou, just going. It's great. It's a great image. Really cool. Huh? Saber is standing just behind me. I get it. Issei must have locked eyes with Saber when I bowed.
見たことのない御人だが、なぜかような女性がエミヤの家にいるのだ？
Issei gazes intently at Saber. He's extremely shy and always cold to new people and people he doesn't like. Well, her name's Saber and...
シロウの遠い親戚です。この家の主人だったキリツグが外国にいた折、懇意にさせていただきました。先日こちらに観光に来たのですが、縁を頼りに宿を借りているのです。
Huh? Saber makes the story sound pretty convincing.
エミヤのお父さんのお知り合いでしたか。聞けばかなりの旅行好きと聞いています。あなたのような人と知り合いになることもあるでしょう。
It's weird that Saber can multi-class into almost any other type of servant. What? Issei is supposed to be extremely bashful, Rusty accepts the story so easily.
なるほど。事情は分かったぞ、エミヤ。
Oh no.
病欠というのは口実で、観光に来た彼女の案内をしていたのだな。
Yeah, let's say that. Well, in broad terms, nothing I've said is entirely untrue. I think, just except for being sick.
ならお邪魔しても構うまい。ここまで運んできた例として茶でも振る舞ってくれ。ここ2日ばかり学校で起きた出来事でも世間話にしよう。
Issei takes his office shoes and steps up into the house. What do you mean an appreciation? I'm still kind of busy, you know. We can chat another time.
何を言っている？お前、うちの前に自転車を乗り捨てて行っただろう。
Oh, right, I did leave a bike up in Ryudo Temple.
だろう？それを持ってきてやったのだ。俺とて忙しい中、生徒会に行かずまっすぐ家に帰りここまで戻ってきたのだ。それでも茶の一つも出せないというのか、お前は。
He did do me a favor. I might have 3 bikes, but out of the 3, the one I left at Ryudo Temple was the most expensive, and my favorite. Sorry, Saber, can we take a little break? Saber nods silently. Thanks. Then you and Issei can have the living room. I'll prepare some tea. Japanese tea for Issei, black tea for Saber.
私も同席するのですか？それはどうかと思います。私がいては語学友と気軽な話などできないでしょう。
That's not true, right, Issei?
女はやかましいが、セーバーさんなら構わぬ。つつましい女性は文化遺産だ。
Hear that? Okay, so go on ahead.
はい。それはわかりましたが、シロ。
What, is something else
飲
bothering
み
you?
物でしたら、私も日本茶を。緑茶は嫌いではありません。
That is... Sorry, I'm looking at figurines. That is a $96 figurine. Saber is fairly opinionated for some reason. It's odd hearing her say that in her usual tone. Noted. 3 cups of green tea. Coming right up. After about an hour of meaningless chatter, Issei decides to head home. Most of the small talk in the living room was about school, and I asked a few slight questions to find out if anything unusual was going on, but it seems like business as usual.
それではな。明日も休むのか、エミヤは。
Yeah, I'm not going to school this week. Saber needs to be with me tomorrow, too.
ま、あの御人と一緒なら問題はなかろう。何かと不審なところはあるが、問いただすまでもない。
Issei nods as if satisfied. Now I think about how could such a shy guy warm so quickly and easily to Saber. Issei, for this being your first time meeting Saber, you seem to be in a good mood. What's up with that?
何を言うか。これでも寺の飯で育った身だぞ。人の良し悪しぐらい見抜けなくてど
Oh,
う
I
す
know
る。
what it's doing.
素性は知らぬが、あの子の霊気は澄んでいたからな。悪い人間のはずがない。
Oh, I can buy a $489 ruler figurine. Seems like a great idea. I don't even think I made that much. Is it? I just want a Saber. Oh, yeah. Hey, that's only $45. This says Wednesday, March 25th. Tempting. I didn't know you could tell that kind of thing. I'm a little impressed.
普通はわからん。だがあれぐらい飛び抜けていると未熟者でも見て取れるのだ。見習い坊主でも傍らに神仏がおられれば神気ぐらいは感じられる。つまりそれぐらいセーバーさんの佇まいは美しい。
Well, that's rare. Issei's praising her girl. God, so you have taken a liking to Saber too. That's good. I was worried Issei wouldn't like her because all she did was listen to us talking.
当然だろう。彼女はいい子じゃないか。嫌うのは難しい。
Yeah, and I know she's a good person. If she did, might be a bit aloof. Saber's always like this. So don't take that to mean she doesn't like you, Issei.
え？不愛想か、あの子。
Yeah, I've never seen her laugh before. And even when you and I were laughing pretty hard, she's kept looking stern.
いや、結構笑っていたが。
I can buy a $15 Saber figurine, which is about 2,500 yen. My exact reaction. It's ridiculous. Sure, I've seen the occasional warm expression on Saber's face, but I've never seen her actually smile or laugh before. You kidding me? I can't imagine seeing Saber laughing out loud.
いや、そういうのではなくてだな。お前が笑ってるのを見て笑っていたのだが、なんだ、気がついてなかったのか。
Buying merch for this. She was smiling when she saw me laugh. Was she doing that to make fun of me?
なるほど。また珍妙な解釈をする。
This man. Under 50.
ま、そのあたりは己で悩め。何事も自問することより始まるのだ。勝つ。
Issei, priest's son that he is, ends with his usual catchphrase and leaves my house laughing. What's with him? He leaves me with his cryptic comics. At least he could have said goodbye. Very tempted to just end this one here. The sun is setting, so today's training ends. I'm practically at my limits and I still have major graph lessons from Tasaka tonight. I failed to land a blow on Saber like I'd hoped, but I should have saved at least some energy for that tonight. It's also my turn to prepare dinner tonight. Saber went up to wash up after me, so she won't be back for a while.
ただいまー。お、ちゃんと晩ご飯作ってるな、シロー。
I'm not...
えらいえらい、感心感心。
Fujini bursts into the living room, practically a bundle of energy, and immediately dives onto a cushion on the floor. Unlike Saber, who needs to sleep over half the day, Fujini is like this all day, every day. But it's no different when she's
ねえ、シ
asleep.
ロー。このリンゴ食べていいの？
She's holding on to one of the mini apples on the table. Sure, there are a bunch, as you can see. Everyone should eat 3 a day.
そうなの？じゃあアップルパイでも作ろうか。主にシローがなんだけど。
Fujini takes a casual bite out of the apple. She makes her suggestion. I had put some apples I'd already washed out on the table, but I guess she's not the sort to care. What a waste of a cute gift. Misunderstanding her, no, she shouldn't. Shouldn't she be a little more considerate about the gift my friend gave me out of concern? For once, I should give her a piece of my mind. Yeah, we're not going to be doing that. Or I could... But here's the thing. If I press this, I get something called Funny Lion, which I think is really endearing. Which I think is going to be really funny. And it has... And get this. none of the things here have any point significance whatsoever. So I'm going to press where's my gift. I stop preparing dinner and take off my apron. By the time I've washed my hands and made it to the living room, Fujini's apple is gone. Fujini, did you eat the apple?
食べたよ。甘酸っぱくて美味しかった。
Glad to hear that. That is your turn. I'll take whatever you got me in exchange for whatever you just ate.
土産ってみかん？
I'm not gonna ask how you arrived at that conclusion. Just ask you to show me what you got for me today. I hope you didn't forget what you said this morning as you were leaving.
失礼ね。忘れてなんかないですよーで。ほら、ここにちゃんと用意してあるんだから。
No, she doesn't. Fujini drops a suspicious-looking paper bag on the table when contents spill out. Well, that's unexpected. I actually have trouble believing Fujini managed to remember a promise she made. I feel like this is anything of... No matter how I look at it, it's like a mountain of stuffed toys. Hey, listen here, bitch. I would accept that. And that's not just because I'm looking at my stuffed sitting nihil Lego. It's real! I swear the nihil Lego is real. You saw a picture of it!
シロウにはね、このアステカの石棺目。シロウの部屋って殺風景でしょう。これがあったら少しは温度が上がるよきっと。
Is that a fucking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure reference? I could buy a $40 5.5-inch Nero Claudius caster figurine, which won't look absolutely suspicious. No! I don't want that. She hands me a heartwarming but somewhat scary-looking sun mask. It's about the size of a handball stuffed with cotton. Fujini, were these all from a crane game?
そうよ。トールの苦労したんだから。2時間も粘って最後には店員さんに出してもらっちゃった。
Standard crane game. She's laughing bashfully, but I'm scared to think of how much blood she shed in the process.
あとはチャイニーズドラゴンとコウモリとカニと牛とサイとヘビと突撃歩兵と。
I don't like the fact it says the sword. It fucking sucks, bro. Sorry. I mean, I could just go to my previous orders and be like, orders. I could literally just go previous orders. Fujini gleefully sorts out the pile of stuffed toys. A few spill off the table in the living room, quickly colored with them. It's messy, but Fujini seems to be enjoying herself, so I don't have to hard to stop her. Fine, I'll take them. I want you to clean up after you organize them.
はーい、わかってまーす。
I turn back to the kitchen, stuffed toy in hand, and then I see Saber at the entrance of the living room. She must have just passed by. She looks irritated. Saber doesn't say a thing. She just glares in the living room. Saber, did you take your bath already?
はい、いい湯でした。
Why did I buy my figurine from Sega? What the fuck? After answering my question, Saber heads in the living room almost like a sleepwalker. Saber walks towards the table stuff abruptly in front of one of the stuffed toys.
タイガ、この人形は獅子を模しているのですか？うん、そうみたいね。ライオンの子供だよ、それ。
Saber stares silently at the
こ
stuffed
の散
animal.
らばった人形はタイガのものなのですか？
Oh, I can get a rush kick all. Or Saber Lily, Cleopatra, Mesh Light with neighbor, Berserker Miyamoto Masashi, which is a real thing. Oh. Mordred. I can get a Mordred. Seems like a great idea.
そこにある人形たちと同じで。そうだけど、セイバーちゃん欲しい？欲しいならあげよっか。
Star. Musculate. Oh. Okay. Sorry, I just realized. Okay, yeah, no, I think I'm going with the $45 Euro Claw. Sorry, I'm looking at figurines. I wish I could buy plushies, but Fujini's offers fade with a lighthearted smile. Oh, what the heck is Fujini thinking? Saber's obviously in a bad mood, so why is Fujini ridiculous? Shirou, you cannot read emotions to Saber. Besides, there's no way Saber wants something like that.
どう？いらない？私が持っててもしょうがないし、セイバーちゃんにあげてもいいよ。
Fujini picks up the stuff line, not noticing Saber's distaste. Yes, Shirou, distaste. Absolutely. Saber takes it and
ぜひ。
she hurries forward and takes it eagerly. Hump! It's just reminding me of that scene in Ruby TV where Yang pulls out the ball of yarn and you want this, Blake? And it's Ruby just barrels into the room and starts playing with it. Just, wheat! My mind locks up. What the hell am I seeing? It just completely used to clashes against your chest if it were truly.
感謝します。ありがとう、タイガ。別にいいよ。それ虎じゃないんだもん。
Yes. That's a pure weird thing to throw out there.
けど意外かな。こういうの好きなんだ、セイバーちゃんって。はい。小さくて可愛らしいものには憧れていました。
If only you could have your own human like
あ
that.
まりそういったものを手にする機会がなかったもので。
As she speaks, Saber looks at the stuff lying in her arms. How could I describe her face right now? What was that? I just had the weirdest thought.
もしかしてセイバーちゃん、ライオンが好きなの？ライバル？
Saber sorry, I think I might be ending this soon. Saber silently nods in affirmation, all while she continues to smile down at the stuffed animal.
好きというわけではありませんが、縁があるのです。昔、ライオンの子を預かっていたことがあって、その子が私によく懐いてくれたのが嬉しかった。
I'm glad it didn't register my spacebar.
ですから、それ以来獅子には思い入れがあるのです。本来なら、私は竜を背にするものなのですが。
That's a thought. I'm gonna say, I'm going to
ラ
heart
イ
you
オンの
for
子
later.
供か。そういえば猫っぽいんだっけ、ライオンの子って。何？もしかして噛んだり裂いたり飛んだりする？
No, that's complete butcher.
ええ。
Oh.
それぐらい元気はありましたね。
Why are they all? Why you $60? I should have known getting into this series would have ended up with me paying all paying outrageous numbers for fake figurines.
預かっていたのは1ヶ月だけでしたが、できることなら最後まで共にいたかった。
Can I sort? Sort price. No, I'm not spending more than $50. Just no. I mean, it's probably gonna be complete shit what I find for under $50 for figurines, but.
なるほどなるほど。でも難しいよね。ライオンってすっごく大きくなるじゃない？普通の家じゃ買えないし、そりゃ手放すしかないか。
How do I get rid of the t-shirts? Fujini nods her understanding. Saber's still looking at that stuff line. I'm not sure what kind of spell it cast on her. Let me just say that is important. Something I knew, shouldn't know, or be able to see flashes through my mind. It has to be just some kind of dizzy spell, but I can't shake the image. It's one of her memories. This is something that really happened. I see an image of Saber rubbing her cheek against a cup, but I'm not sure if this is just some fleeting vision. The only thing I know is that I would regret shaking off the sight of it. Strange vision immediately disappears. My heart is still racing. A vigilant glimpse remains in my head like a scar that will never fade. We're finished preparing dinner. It's past 7. Saber and Fujin are in the living room, and Tasaka, who's usually here by now, isn't. I hope nothing's happened to her. I don't think Tasaka's the type to get into trouble, but I also know she sometimes makes huge mistakes. Guess I'd go check it out. If it's just looking around the house, I should be fine alone. Oh, here, there's yourself a figurine I already bought. Oh. Yeah, no, I'm not doing 800 plus. Absolutely the fuck not. I head out to the hallway. As I'm about to leave the house, Tasaka walks in wearing her coat. Oh, I kind of really don't want to do the lecture thing right now. Tasaka.
ただいま。何？エプロン姿でお出迎え？割と似合ってるじゃない、そういうの。
Tasaka jokes casually, but her face is completely expressionless. It's scary. The people who could joke like that with such a straight face are the most terrifying. Tasaka, who are you? And when I try to ask her what happened, I spot blood on her hand. A small blood stain on her index fingers. Does that mean, Tasaka, I have a bad feeling and I can't keep it quiet?
何よ。つまんないことなら聞かないわよ。
Thanks. Actually, did you maybe punch somebody?
ごめんと。何かとやかましいシンジにナックルパートを見舞いしてきたわ。
Tasaka huffs and passes right by me. Okay, so she gave him a knuckle sandwich, and the bloodstained shoulder figure makes it. Hey, wait! Oh, what do you mean you hit Shinji, Tasaka?
うるさいわね。気に食わなかったからギッタンギッタンにしてやっただけよ。
To a pulp, when you mean with your fist, you did with your bare fists?
ベアもベア。グリズリー級にベアよ。
I think I'm gonna stop looking because it's only going to drive me. Anyway, Tasaka snorts again. A brief silence. I don't know what to say, so I keep my mouth shut. Let me get back to the point. You said you punched Cindy. Why did you have to do that?
殴って当然じゃない。私に自分と組めたの、シローは使えないやつだから見限れだの言うからよ。人を呼びつけておいてつまんないこと言うから、殴りつけて黙らせたの。
At least she's loyal. Isn't it short-sighted even for you, Tasaka? Or maybe Shinji said something so stupid that actually pissed Tasaka off, even though she's usually so level-headed.
何よその目。言っとくけど、被害者は私の方よ。
I think it goes both ways, but why would Shinji talk to you about something like that? He asked me if I wanted to team up with him.
さあ、あいつシローにライバル意識でもあるんじゃない？私とシローが一緒に住んでるって教えてからかなりおかしくなってたし。
Wait, you told him we were living together? You told Shinji about us?
ええ、話したわよ。昨日の朝だったかな。シンジのやつ、私を呼びつけて、僕もマスターになったから遠坂と同じさ、なんて偉そうに言ってくるんだもの。なんか頭にきてね。それじゃあシローも同じよって言ってやったの。それで身の程を知ったかなって思ったのに、ついさっきうちの前で待ち伏せしてたってわけ。で、悪いけどもうエミヤくんの家で暮らしているから、あんたみたいな半端なマスターと協力する気はないって言ったんだけど。何？もしかしてまずかった？
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Shinji was already smitten with Tasaka, so what she told him was just adding fuel to the fire. Well, but still, now it all makes sense. I figured out why Shinji's been hostile only towards Tasaka and why he's being so persistent about asking her to team up with him. Meaning he...
けど不思議よね。シンジのやつ、なんだって私にこだわるのかしら。あいつの性格から言って、誰かと協力するなんて考えは浮かばないと思うんだけど。
Actually, it's because Rin is special to Shinji. Nothing strange about any of this. I think you're special to Shinji. He's originally from a mage family, right? I think he admires you since you're also from a mage family, but you still have power and a proper lineage. That's why he's so persistent with Tasaka. I think Rin's been a target for Shinji's affection since long before the Holy Grail War started.
ちょっとそりゃ好意を持たれるのは嬉しいけど。
It must have been a real surprise. Tasaka looks completely bewildered.
ああ、思い出した。そういえば1年の頃、シンジに告白されてたわ、私。
For a moment, her expression as she realized what she'd obviously forgotten is almost comical. Sympathize with Shinji just now.
わあ、道理で懲りずに話しかけてくるはずだ。納得したわ。
Well, whatever. So how did you reply?
ああ、断ったんじゃない？私、勝負事は先出しじゃないと気が済まないの。やるなら自分からっていうか、相手から勝負を仕掛けられても乗れないっていうか。
Tasaka thinks really hard, but she's acting as if she really doesn't remember. I'm astonished. She might be entirely driven by her emotions. Tasaka, I bet you're really bad at rock, paper, scissors.
嘘？なんであんたがそんなこと知ってるのよ。
I knew it. If she likes to make some first moves, she's probably not great when she has to react to someone else. Ah, chess master. Completely. Use soy sauce for that, Saber. Don't try putting mayonnaise on it.
そうでしたか。いえ、タイガがそちらをかけているので、私もそうするべきなのかと。
And there was your first mistake, Nicholas. Well, that was your first mistake, listening to Taiga. Fuji's his clan, she's hardly a good role model, so be careful from now on.
そうでしたか。以前はサクラを参考にしていたので、シロウに注意されることはなかったのですが。
Well, I'm not mad about it. I took the time to make the meal, so I just want you to enjoy it. So back to our conversation.
シロウ、おかわり。お味噌汁は具沢山ね。
Got it. What about you, Saber? We tried harder than usual today, so you might be hungry.
私は特に。ですが念のため、もう一杯いただいておきます。
God, if I find you woke up in the middle of the night and afraid of the fridge because you're too hungry to sleep, I might die of shock. Just like, yes, he's not gonna wake up unless someone's rearranging his spice rack. I'm afraid Rin caused the problem. Sorry, I'm just reciting a bit of fanfic I read about this game. I knew it. He wouldn't wake up without anyone touching his spice cabinet. She'd wake up. There's a problem. Rin can fix it. I'm afraid Rin caused the problem. Not my spice. Rin's touching your spice rack. I'm up.
ひどい。あれは私じゃないよ。見知らぬ泥棒さんが冷蔵庫を荒らしていっただけだい。
Go tell that burglar to eat her vegetables as well as meat and tell her not to eat all the desserts in the fridge if that's what she was really after. Honestly, you're not like a hungry wild beast or anything.
なに？私を虎と呼ぶな！
I didn't say anything about you. Who in their right mind would throw a piping hot daikon radish at me, you idiot? Baka.
シロ、台所の方で鍋が沸騰しているようですが。
Yeah, hold on, Fuji. I need to turn the fire off.
よろしい。鶏肉とゆで卵の醤油煮を早く持ってくるのだ。
I'm leaving Fujini in your hands, Saber.
はい。どうぞ慌てずに調理をしてください、シロ。
I get up. Well, that reminds me. Why has Sasaka been quiet this whole time? Sasaka, you're not liking dinner.
別に何でもないから話しかけないで。
She turns her head away grimly. She's not the type to dwell on things like Shinji for so long. Like I said, I'm recording this at midnight. So long, so there must be something else bothering her. Fujini goes home satisfied after dinner. Saber into soccer and living room. At first they've been awkward, but after training with Saber for the last 2 days, I feel that way anyway. Saber, you can go to bed. I'll do the rest.
いいえ、シロウが眠るまでは私も起きています。シロウの魔術がどれほどの腕なのか、リンから聞きたいところでもありますから。
God, and let's go to Tasaki's room early. You don't mind Tasaka?
ええ、構わないけど。ずいぶんとセーバーと仲良くなったのね、あなた。
For some reason Tasaki's is the same miff tone she had when we were
部屋
eating
で待
dinner.
ってるから、後片付けが終わったら来て。それと、明日からは私も学校を休むから。午後は私のところに来なさいよね。シロウ、リンに何かしたのですか？彼女は怒っているように見えましたが。
You think that too, Saber? I don't know. I don't think I've done anything to make her mad. Saber and I face each other and tilt our heads. We have no idea why Tasaka's so angry. I'm going to save this here. Because... I'm going to save this here. And I will see you all next time. Oh god, I'm so tired. Goodbye!